Call Cut Right for a free estimate for all your tree care needs.
The holidays are right around the corner, and for a lot of you watching, this season might bring a discussion about where to either move yourself or perhaps help your parents or grandparents move if they are looking for assisted living or perhaps even memory care. So this morning we have headed over to Rockbridge Oaks talking with Justin Nix in their beautiful lobby. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you.
It's a chilly morning.
It is.
So how appropriate that the fire is on behind us.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so we wait till about October to turn the fireplace on, but it gets nice and cozy in here.
You do a lot here at Rockbridge. We've been over a few times over the course of the last year or so, and everyone here is very proud of what you do every day. But you've done a lot to not only make it cozy and warm, but it's very purposeful, the stimulation that you bring to the residents who are here. Talk about that a little bit.
Yep, exactly. So like the parlor area specifically, so this isn't reserved for anything but just for the residents. We do a lot of activities down here, and all the activities in the parlor are actually hosted by the residents. So we have a big activities calendar that we do
fun.
6 to 10 planned per day, but all these are ones that actual residents have their, they have book club, they have like a sewing club, they do like morning worship down here. So we have quite a few things that this is actually just the residence area.
You are not really just walking by and waving hello, although you do that also, but you're very involved with the life that they have here. So you've got some things planned too. It's football season.
Yep, exactly.
You do a lot of parties with that.
Yep, I do. Yeah, so I'm hosting one of the big games that's coming up this weekend, if anybody knows what that is. So I'll be hosting that with the residents, and then we have several things that go on that I'm not hosting that the other faculty and staff host as well.
So when you come in here for assisted living, I mentioned that perhaps you're having the conversation of making the transition. You might have had maybe a surgery that you're recovering from. Perhaps there was a fall and you just need some help that you can't manage by yourself at home. Y'all see that on a regular basis. So the rooms here, the apartments, are not leased long-term. They can even be month to month.
Yeah, so we do just 30-day contracts on our apartments. So like we have several residents that have came and already gone, that just want to come in and just need 3 months worth of, rehab after they get out of, let's say, like a skilled nursing facility.
Right.
So we can do that. So after 3 months, they get set up and, they're good to go.
It's a little bit unique though if you decide to come here and visit, especially on the assisted living side of things, and I think memory care might be the same way. But the company, if you will, that built it, that created Rockbridge Oaks, had a very specific purpose in mind. They didn't want anyone to feel like they were way tucked away on the end of the hall. So you kind of have a different setup, and your hallways are short.
Well, yep, exactly. So we are a 2-floor building, and our building is in like an H shape. So I mean, to get to the elevators from the second floor, or to get from whatever the last room on the hallway, to the dining room or to this area, I mean, it's a maximum of 25 steps to get there. So
and the significance of that is that if you're here, you don't feel like you're tucked away.
Yep, exactly. So everybody's there. You're always seeing a lot of residents going, like moving around, things like that. And then, especially with the staffing as well, I mean, you can, everywhere you look, you're going to see a different staff member sitting around if you need anything.
Okay, let's talk about that staffing then, because this is not independent living. Again, this is assisted and memory care. So if you come in and the assistance you need, let's just say, is helping with, maybe you have 2 or 3 things that you need help with. As you get that help, sometimes people see that now reduced down to just one thing that they need help with. Is that right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and especially, like we were talking about earlier with the people that, only need a few months worth of, help. Let's say we start with medication management, laundry, housekeeping, dressing, bathing. And then, by their last month, the only thing they need is medication management. So everything else is taken care of.
Okay, the memory care is a whole nother ball of wax. And anybody who's walked that walk kind of winces when they talk about it, because there's so many emotions that go into it too. So if somebody is in early stages of some memory loss, do y'all do things here that help stimulate and try to slow that down?
Yeah, definitely. So before anybody moves in, so we fill out what's called My Life Story. So, and that doesn't go from just, the kind of help or what they're doing, before they came into the community. It goes back to whenever they were 18, 19, like We want to know if they were, were in the Army or, enlisted or anything like that.
Right.
And then, what did they used to do? What did they used to like to do? And then we really try and get them back on the same page so the things that they like and do now also, relate to the things that they used to like to do.
So that when you have things like the sewing club that you mentioned, if somebody liked to sew and there's just material out, it might stimulate a memory for them.
Exactly.
Okay, so I mentioned the holidays and that they're around the corner. Usually these are conversations had by multi-generations within a family. Can people come here and visit you?
Oh yes, they can visit me any day of the week. They can just call ahead, or actually we have a lot of people that just show up. So anybody can come in, take a tour of the building. Let's say you need immediate placement, come see me, or if you need, a year from now, you're just starting to get the, general idea of how everything works, you can come in.
Okay, so here is where you will come. It's Rockbridge Oaks. They're tucked away off of Hickory Valley Road and Concord Road and East Brainerd, all in that nice little hub near the Hamilton Place Mall area. So doctors are convenient, the hospital's around the corner, shopping is there, and of course the staff is here to welcome you in. So there's their information, and may the best team win this weekend.
Thank you.